everybody. It's great to see you again. I'm Beth and this is Bravely Being Yoga, and today we are here to do a practice that's all about physically and emotionally awakening, okay? This is a practice I encourage you to do first thing in the morning. It's along the lines of what I do for myself every morning, but of course it's something you could do at any time, and it would probably be beneficial. So as always, please consult your primary care physician and your mental health professional before participating in these videos, okay? So this idea of awakening has a lot to do with wellness, self-care, kind of all of these buzzwords that we hear a lot, but I do think there's something to be said for tying together the physical process of waking up with the emotional, spiritual, cognitive, brain-oriented process of bringing something to the surface. So this practice is simple. It's very short. It's really designed to be something that we do daily. It's designed to be something that we do in the morning. And it's beneficial because it gives us a head start when it comes to caring for ourselves and awakening ourselves to the stuff that we need for the rest of our day. So that being said, I'm going to offer some modifications. It's very simple movement, and it's going to be something that really, again, takes a very short amount of time, and you can feel free to hold on to the modifications that serve you and to let go of the ones that don't, okay? So that being said, we're going to start standing. I'm going to start facing you so that you can kind of get the feel for what's going on, and then we'll turn and face the side, so feel free to face longwise on your mat throughout the process if that's comfortable to you, okay? So as we get situated here, we might bring our hands down by our sides, maybe bringing our feet hip width apart. Maybe we softly close our eyes if that feels safe and comfortable, or maybe we float them open with a soft gaze so that we can kind of keep our bearings. Maybe we start to notice what it feels like to plant the four corners of our feet into the floor, the outsides of the balls of our feet and the outsides of our heels sinking into the floor. Maybe that leads to this nice stacking from our ankles to our knees to our hips, lengthening the front and backs of our bodies all the way up to our shoulders. Maybe we can feel our shoulder blades softening down the back, our tailbone softening towards the floor as these front hip points kind of lengthen and lift so that there's a little bit of core engagement even here in mountain pose. And maybe then we start to notice our breathing, not manipulating or changing, just noticing. The softness of the inhale, maybe the exhale releases that front of the body, lengthens through the back of the body just a little bit more. And on that next deep inhale, we might bring our arms all the way up above our head. And with an exhale, maybe we bring them to heart center. Let's try that again. As we inhale, those arms come all the way up. And we exhale, hands to heart center. Once more, we're going to inhale. Those arms come all the way up. We are going to exhale, fold forward. If you have some pillows or some blocks, you might bring them so that you have a way of bringing the ground up to meet you. And I encourage you to bring your feet out to the outer corners of your mat, these outer edges of your mat, so that you can soften with maybe a little gentle bend in your knees as well, so that the floor is being brought up to you and your feet are as wide as your mat and your head can start to release towards the floor. Maybe you keep this support here underneath of you, or maybe you start to hold on to elbow here with your opposite hand, maybe with a little sway back and forth, noticing that gentle release in the back of our legs. As we feel ready, let's put our hands back to our support here. Let's heel toe our feet back to hip width apart. We're going to root to rise. We're going to bring those hips, hinging at our hips. We're going to bring them all the way back up with an inhale, bringing our arms up above our head, and we're going to exhale our hands back to heart center. So feel free to keep that support there if it's needed. Otherwise, we're going to start again with an inhale all the way up. Exhale, forward fold. We're going to inhale, halfway lift. As we exhale, we're going to plant our palms. We're going to bring one foot back and then the other. Now, if coming to a plank position is too intense for our body here first thing in the morning, we're going to come straight to our knees. Noticing this line of energy from our knees all the way up through the crown of our head, spinning those triceps around towards the front edge of your mat. And from here, we're going to bring our knees as wide as the outside edges of our mat, and we're going to sink back to a nice child's pose. Here in child's pose, maybe we lengthen through that tailbone, softening the crown of the head into the floor. Maybe we notice our forehead kind of rocking gently back and forth across the edge of our mat here. As we feel ready, we'll plant those palms, bringing those knees back underneath our hips. We're going to tuck those toes under, lifting our hips up towards the sky. First downward dog of our little practice today. Maybe we need to keep a nice soft bend in our knees. If so, that's wonderful. Maybe we pedal out those feet hip width apart. Feeling the palms of our hands pressing into the floor, especially our thumb and those first two fingers. On our next inhale, we'll step those feet just a little bit closer, and we're going to start walking our feet slowly and gently up to the front of our mat. Maybe we take a nice soft exhale, forward fold. On our next inhale, we halfway lift. Exhale, we fold again. Inhale, we root to rise, all the way up to standing. Exhale, hands to heart center. Hope you're doing good. We're going to do all of that again, a little bit faster. Inhaling all the way up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands down. Option to come straight to your knees or to move through a plank. So we might come to a plank position and we might lower down to those knees. Maybe we stay right here, moving back just like we just did into a nice child's pose, or maybe we hug those elbows in towards our core, lowering all the way down. Pushing with our heads if we have something in the way. We're going to inhale, engaging those leg muscles, engaging our core to a little cobra, lifting our head up off the floor, lengthening through our spine. Exhale, we come back down. Now we're going to use our hands, our strong arms to push back to our tabletop position, tucking those toes under, back right up to our downward facing dog. Pedaling it out here, taking as much time as we need. As we feel ready, we'll walk those feet back up to the top of our mat. Maybe we exhale, forward fold on that next inhale. We come halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. One more time. We're going to add something in. As we inhale all the way up, we exhale to a nice chair pose. That means we sinking our hips back. We're lengthening through the crown of the head. We're engaging through the front of the body, lengthening through the back of the body, feeling some great heat here in our front of our legs, sinking those hips down. Maybe we take one more strong inhale here, and as we exhale, we fold right back down to the floor. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Stepping those feet back either to plank or right down to our knees. Feeling a little bit of heat. Meeting those knees down on the floor with our friends. Maybe we lower all the way down. Pressing up to cobra. Rolling those shoulders back. We inhale all the way up to downward facing dog. Maybe we pedal those feet, pressing those hands and feet into the floor. Inhaling those feet up to the top of our mat. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhaling, root to rise all the way up. And exhale, hands to heart center. So, there you go. You just did some sun salutations, a couple modifications. This is a great time to sit down, maybe take 5 minutes to meditate, if you can give yourself that time. Maybe take a few minutes to journal out some thoughts, to read something. Maybe take a few more minutes to stretch. If you've got extra time, pull up another video that has something specific that you're working on when it comes to your emotional health. But give yourself the time and space you need. And if this has been it, then that's wonderful. I hope it was beneficial to you. Don't hesitate to practice this regularly. Like I said, it's something that I practice every day. So I hope it's something that you can use. I hope it's something that you can share. And I cannot wait to see you all again really soon. So namaste. See you soon.